Paper Mafia.
I'ma push that button. I'ma push that button. Move, yeah. Move, shake and do something. Yeah, they ain't got no mojo. They ain't got no flow. None of that. 100. Stay committed. Always.
My name is Face of the Franchise, Sugar Booger. And we're laughing right now because I am flabbergasted at the conversation going on Black and White with Shug Myke. This is Super Engineer Mike.
Yo.
My black friend Al is off screen. And I'm going to be bringing him on very soon to talk about black and white comedy. I'm warning everybody now. What you're about to hear is offensive. I believe in fair journalism, but what you're about to hear will shock you and shake the core of your beliefs. So if you value comedy, I'm going to need you to pay attention, write in, start a campaign. I can't wait to get into that, Mike, because what I just heard, I almost palpitated, if that's a word. My chest, I'm feeling tight in the chest over what was said about friends. Over what was said about friends, Mike.
Friends is
Joey
overrated. Living Single was first.
I can't do it, Mike. Not yet.
Friends.
I can't do it yet, Mike. I'm not going to get into it right now. But the minute you tell me that Overton is a better character than Joey I know that John Henson is from, or whatever his name is from Cleveland, and I appreciate that. And that Overton was a Cleveland guy. I thank you. But if you in your ever-loving mind think that Overton was a better character than Joey Tribbiani, then I, my friend, cannot support your movie.
Yo, Joey stole everything from Overton. Like that, Joey is Overton.
I never once heard Overton say, "How you doing?" I never once heard Overton say that, Mike.
And he has other catchphrases.
Mike, you know how many women I picked up with that line? None. It didn't work in real life.
Exactly.
But my point is, it was a pop culture thing, Mike.
Yo, Overton got married to his crush. Who did Joey get married to?
Nobody. Joey never got married.
Joey was a lonely bum.
But he didn't bite the storyline off Overton.
Yeah.
Because he didn't marry his crush. Your theory debunked. Joey Tribb over Overton for life.
No.
Ese me va pequeño.
No.
I'm telling you. All right, listen. We got to get on because we're going to come back to this. And I'll let you have your voice. Black and White with Shug Myke, where we usually talk about lighthearted, fun things. And to Mike wants to bring up Friends, which is a white no-no. And you don't do that. But you know what, Mike? Let's celebrate your blackness, okay? Let's have a black moment. And let you have that before we get into the comedy debate, because you're talking very negatively about my people. And I'm going to let you have your because I respect black culture. That's why we're here, as respective cultures. Mike, go ahead and give out this week's black card.
So this week's black card.
Better go to Joey Tribbiani.
This is the good thing, right? This is the good thing. So it's the
good
thing, the black card. I'm giving it to Migos for the culture. They beat the snot out of Extension. For the culture.
Mike, you can't give Migos anything and then say for the culture. Migos aren't doing anything for the culture.
Hey, they did that for the culture.
They beat up Extinction for the culture.
Yes, they
Why
did.
is everybody beating that kid up?
Because he's a
rapist. He looks
rapist.
like somebody that already got beat up.
He's a rapist. That's
why is he still around? Like all these white
I
guys
thought he
are going to
retired.
jail for that.
I thought he retired. He said he was done with music. He gave back millions of dollars to whatever company gave him money.
He gave the money back.
And he gave the money back. So I'm thinking he was retired, but he's still out here getting beat up.
He didn't give that L back.
Bless you.
Well, can we not bless off-camera people, Mike?
You heard it.
Professionalism.
You heard it.
The fourth wall is up, Mike, and you broke it. So Extension, obviously, you can't give the L back.
No.
That ain't going back.
That's not going
Can
back.
we? Are we allowed to say Migos and for the culture? Is Migos for the culture?
Yo.
Is that for hip hop?
Migos is gonna be a Lion King for the culture. So
Then
yes,
we
for the
already know this.
culture.
There is no such thing as Migos and for the culture. Migos, all right.
Yes,
but
for the
I do
culture.
like the fact that I don't normally support violence.
I don't.
But when you're touching people and inappropriately, then violence maybe.
I mean, he beat up his girlfriend and did some crazy things to her supposedly. So he deserved everything that he got, and his music sucks.
You know what? I was just gonna say I started to kind of like a couple of his songs. Actually.
No, I didn't like any of them.
You didn't like any song he had?
Mm-mm.
He had that one song with the girl's name. What was that song called? I don't know the name of it, so I must not be a big fan. I guess that goes that. But he did have one. Okay, he had one song that I kind of liked.
Did he?
No, not Diddy, Extension.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
what?
different guy. Mike, so there's your guy. For the culture, Mike gave his black card to the Migos in exchange for his own, because I think we're pulling yours after that.
How you gonna pull mine? Because for the Migos.
Who set you back a little bit this week, Mike?
Man,
besides the Migos.
Yo, who set us back?
Overton.
Who set us back? No, Overton didn't set us back. Overton did not set us back.
If you don't have anybody, I'm
trying to figure out. I'm gonna just say the guy, the police officer with the hat. I can't think of
sheriff guy?
The sheriff guy.
The sheriff
He
guy.
sets us back every week, so I can use him every week. So he set us back just because he's existing.
What I'm really happy about, Mike, is that we've had 3 shows that we've recorded, and you already are unmotivated about producing anymore.
I'm not.
I can't believe that it only took you 3 15-minute episodes to decide you don't have to do homework anymore. You're like,
I have so many positive things. You say I'm always negative. You say I'm too negative, so I'll find all these positive things.
Do you want to give another black card?
No, I don't want to give another black card. I got my black card for next week.
Okay. Good.
I'm good. I did my research.
I just want to go back to
I
our
didn't have enough.
Kaepernick
I didn't have enough.
Where Mike started the show by saying, "Mama, I made it," and then the very next show, he didn't have a segment ready.
I had to say, I gave it to the sheriff. Whatever the sheriff's name is, I gave it to the sheriff.
Really good homework. Migos for the culture and the sheriff, I don't know his name. Really
okay, so when they watch this, they're going to know his name. The sheriff with the stupid hat.
Even Joey Tribbiani remembered his lines. He was an actor, Drake Ramore.
Am I an actor now?
I'm just saying.
I'm an actor now.
We're going to get at that. Let's talk about white people for a second.
Okay, we can talk
Love
about
my
that.
white people. Proud to be a white guy in America. And sometimes white people give me a reason to be proud. We had a guy. I am very proud at all the people who are still drinking their Keurigs this week. After there was the big Keurig protest started by racist people who have started, racist white guys in America have started some of the stupidest protests I've ever seen. We're up in arms because Colin Kaepernick kneeled. So they've had such protests as the Starbucks protest, where all the alt-right guys decided to go to Starbucks and order coffee and tell the barista that their name was Trump, so that the barista had to say Trump. That was one big protest.
Wait,
they
what?
had.
Wait,
that was a protest.
Wait,
that was a protest. They were mad at Starbucks, so they protested by ordering all their coffee and making them say Trump.
So they went and bought something.
Yeah. To
protest.
Yeah. And then they bit off Walking Dead, where they all say I am Negan. They all said I am Trump. And went that. You don't watch Walking Dead. They know what I'm talking about. Instead of saying I am Negan, they said I am Trump.
I watch Stranger Things.
Stranger Things has only one black kid in it, Mike.
Doesn't matter.
I'm pulling your black card on that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Who'd they bite that off? Overton? Is that what they bit? So my Whitey this week goes to all my white people that are still drinking your Keurig K-Cups. If you are a conservative that no longer wants your Keurig K-Cups, please send them to me. I'm right here in Painesville, Ohio. I like the Green Mountain. I also like the Starbucks hot chocolate. If I want something. You like hot chocolate?
I don't like anything hot.
You don't like any hot beverages?
No, I don't.
Is this another cultural moment, Mike?
No, I mean...
Is this for the culture? Black people don't like hot beverages?
I didn't say...
We'll talk to Jinx. My black friend Al is here. Maybe he'll talk about black people and hot beverages. I'm just asking. We're here to break down this stuff.
I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
I don't like it. I mean, there's a possibility that black people don't drink hot stuff, but I doubt that very true. But I just don't like hot stuff.
Fair enough. But there's also white people that get it wrong sometimes, Mike. This is what we're fighting against time after time, is when white goes wrong, what happens when white people embarrass us and set us back. And this week, it hurts my heart to have to call out one Eminem. Eminem released a song this week that was a bad idea. You know this hurts me. Now, I particularly don't like rappers just because they're white guys. In fact, you have to work really hard to be a white rapper that I like. It's self-loathing or something. I don't know what it is. But you have to really bring it. And Eminem, to me, really brings it. He's not one of my favorites, but I really respect him. I think he makes good music. So he decides to make a song with Beyonce. Do you know how many people want to make songs with Beyonce?
I want to make more than a song with Beyonce.
What's up, B? Call me.
Sorry, Jay.
Listen, he's got other things going on. But everybody wants a song with Beyonce. So Eminem gets Beyonce in the studio and decides to make a deep song about depression and suicide and all that, which, please, I think it's important to talk about suicide, but I don't really want that from Eminem. I want Eminem to talk about people's sexual promiscuity. I want him to call people names.
That whole depression thing is Logic's.
That's Logic's thing.
That's Logic's thing.
So he gets banned there. He makes a song about depression, which if Beyonce is in the room with you, how can you be depressed?
That's very
I don't know how you
well,
get
I mean,
down.
Beyonce might be depressed because, 444, Jay-Z cheating and all that type of stuff. So they might have that in common.
I think she's over it. She's back out. She made
Yeah,
Lemonade.
I mean, I hope
she's...
but Lemonade is depressing.
Then you get Beyonce in the room and you take the drums off the track.
Why did you say,
Why would you take the drums off a track? And Eminem is one of the guys, to me, that does the best job of riding drum beats. I think he rides drum beats very well. Drums are very huge in his cadence.
That's what happens when you put two white guys in the studio.
Who was the other white guy?
Rick
Beyonce
Rubin.
and a white guy?
Rick Rubin was in
Rick
there.
Rubin
helped him
high
produce
all the time. You don't know. Rick Rubin just was doing acid in his feet.
Jimmy
Henry slicing his
You can't
forehead,
have those
putting
two
acid
guys
tabs in
together
there,
like that.
and just making music.
Yeah, you can't have them two guys in there.
I was really upset with Eminem for dropping that record, and that goes to your argument where you say Eminem is overrated. I don't know what we can say about it now. Maybe Eminem is.
I'm right.
Is losing a little bit.
This is on camera this time, yo. He said I'm right. He said I am right. Yo, we gotta stop, yo. We gotta put this in somewhere. Put it in the capsule. Get it, please. Somebody, do something.
A qualifier is a term that makes a sentence or phrase true only under certain circumstances. For instance, if somebody says maybe at the beginning of a phrase, it means that it could be true if certain criteria are met. So I would just like to say that Mike could be right if history plays out in his favor, which is why maybe was at the beginning of that phrase. And that's grammar with Shug. That's what we do there. Listen, we're going to bring in my black friend, Al. I'm very excited about this. We have my black friend Al for the Colin Kaepernick show, which is a pretty serious show.
Yeah.
It was very serious. Now we want to have fun. And I wanted to have my black friend on, Al, to talk about many things and a variety of things. But then my black friend Al started us on a very dark and slippery path as he decided he wanted to talk black and white comedy. Al, tell him what you said about Will Ferrell. Al, I'm not even going to turn around. Tell him what you said, my black friend Al, about Will Ferrell.
He's not funny.
Comedy legend Will Ferrell.
Not funny.
How is Will Ferrell? Who is funnier than Will Ferrell right now?
My uncle.
Your uncle never made Elf, Al. Your uncle never made Elf.
That is your argument for real? Elf?
Elf is a classic holiday movie. Name me one. What do we got? Medea? Is Medea the black answer to Elf?
No.
What's the black answer to Elf? What black comedian has made a Christmas holiday treasure?
I still watch
Elf?
Baby Kids on Christmas.
What, you watch Bebe's Kids on Christmas?
Come on,
That's
man.
what you're coming at me for? There is not, listen, I love black comedians. We've had a great history of wonderful black comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, there is not a black comedian in Hollywood that makes movies on a blockbuster scale as funny as Will Ferrell discussed.
Well, my premise is Will Ferrell is not funny. Well, my premise is white comedy is rarely funny.
White comedy is really funny. Friends was really funny.
I don't know. I never watched it.
Friends was a funny show.
Friends is living single.
What about Big Bang Theory?
Boo.
Hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Will Ferrell, see?
Now, he's a better comedian than Will Ferrell.
Who is Sheldon?
Sheldon.
Sheldon plays one role. Will Ferrell plays a myriad of interesting.
But he's the same in everything.
You're telling me Buddy the Elf is the same as Bobby, Ricky, and Talladega Nights?
Yes.
I've never seen the Elf movie.
You've never even seen Elf to have this discussion.
Who wants to see Elf? That is not even...
Elf. Listen, on Christmas Eve, we gather our white family around. We make eggnog with spice on it. We have delicious cookies with icings on them.
And watch Elf.
Peppermints, and we watch Elf together.
Like I said, we watch Baby Kids.
Your mother, Donna does not. Listen, Donna.
No, I was so when
I
she.
know you don't
when
watch
she-
Baby
when
Kids
she-
on Christmas
When
Eve.
we used to watch growing up, it was Home Alone. I used to watch Home Alone. That was what I would
With
watch.
Joe Pesci was hilarious in that movie.
Yeah, Macaulay
Right.
Culkin was hilarious.
Come on, hilarious. But he's alright.
He was like,
bro.
Now, your answer when I said give me a better comedian right now than Will Ferrell in movies. Now, stand-up wise, here's what I will tell you. Black stand-up, way funnier than white stand-up. Way funny. Black movies, Eddie Murphy was the zenith. I haven't seen a black leading comedian that I've liked. Chris Tucker was on his way, fell out. Dave Chappelle was never good in movies to me, like to lead a movie.
What about Martin Lawrence?
Yeah,
Martin Lawrence
Lawrence-
was 50-50.
when
He was funny in Bad Boys.
Bad Boys 1, Bad Boys 2.
He was not funny in Blue Street.
What about the mama? The girl?
Mama's House?
Is that what the name of it?
Yeah, Mama's House. Big Mama's
Oh.
House.
Mama's House.
Big
So
Mama's
we're
House.
just gonna, so whenever a black actor starts to slump, we put him in a dress and put him out there to make money? Is that what we do?
You gotta stay
That's-
focused.
I know.
That's
See?
why Dave Chappelle. You better
See?
focus.
That's what I'm saying. You never gonna catch
Right.
Dave Chappelle in the dress.
Right.
Never.
But look, though,
Stay
like,
strong, brother.
all right. So I'm not a big fan of Kevin Hart, but Kevin Hart is doing his thing in movies.
He's
He's
not
He's
funny
keeping that
in
alive.
movies,
He-
though.
like him, but
I don't think he's that funny, but he's doing his thing. You can't knock
He's
it.
eating.
You can't knock
He
it.
is eating good.
You know, comedy movies in general aren't as funny. Can we say that?
That's true.
There's not a lot of funny comedy movies anymore.
That's very true.
You
I haven't
know?
seen a good comedy movie since. You know, the best comedy movie that I saw.
Elf.
No, Soul Man. Soul Man.
Soul Man.
With,
Bernie
The
Mac,
old one?
Bernie Mac, and
Sam L?
and Sam L.
I
That was
didn't
the
see that
funniest movie.
Will Ferrell wasn't in that one.
Of course he wasn't in it because
Neither was
it
Joey
was funny.
Tribbiani.
So
It was
Will Ferrell
funny.
like your favorite?
Will Ferrell is my favorite. He's
You
hilarious.
can't tell.
Huh?
You can't tell.
Right.
I don't act
Will
like
Ferrell
Will
or
Ferrell.
Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey or Will
Oh,
Ferrell?
Jim Carrey. I like Jim. I think Jim Carrey is funnier when he's not trying to be funny than when he's trying to be funny. I think Jim Carrey was annoying. I didn't think that many of Jim Carrey.
Don't you think Will Ferrell is a fat Jim Carrey?
Oh my gosh, how I can't even.
You had to-
He been in the whole gig.
Jim Carrey was a cartoon. Will Ferrell is a
been
breed.
in-
Will Ferrell is a cartoon too. Like he
We're gonna
does-
say Will Ferrell been a bit. We're not gonna say
Hey,
Chris Rock.
you
been Eddie
know
Murphy.
the white dude that's funny. Remember the guy that was on
I'm right
Mad
here.
TV? No, that's it.
Bobby Moynihan.
No, the
what's
one that was like
TV?
Not the-
Mad TV, and he used to dress up like the little boy.
No.
Like, let me do it.
That was so stereotypical against white males.
That was hilarious.
We don't do that. We don't do those things.
Let me do it.
Well, I'm
That was
really
hilarious.
glad that my black friend Al came to talk bad about white comedy. As a white guy who fancies himself as
man.
pretty funny, am I funny? I think I'm funny. I feel like I'm funny. My mom always told me my whole life I'm funny. What? Your mother didn't encourage you? Your mother encouraged you. She told you were handsome. Lied to you too. I am hilarious, I feel. And I feel like maybe I'm the key. Maybe I'm bringing white comedy back.
I'm not.
Maybe that's
I'm
the
not
way it
handsome, y'all. When y'all see this, give me a shout out. Let me know if a man's gonna die.
I think he's talking to his mom, and I'm sure she will. My black
Yo,
friend out
I'm
there.
married. Yo, I got a wife. She gonna say I'm handsome.
Don't dap him up. Don't give him that. I just got another regular handshake. I've known you a long time, Al. I feel like he's trying to just embarrass me. Therapeutic massages by Al is Al's business, where he will turn on Bernie Mac stand-up comedy and rub you down.
Yo, he's
and
funnier
make
than
your
Will
body
Ferrell.
feel good. Who, Al?
No, Bernie.
Yes.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
too.
Bernie Mac.
This show went off the rails quickly, and again, I want to apologize for all of my white viewers who find talking about Will Ferrell offensive. On behalf of the entire crew here at Dapper Shaves and Cuts, the Nerve DJs, Black and White with Shug Myke, I would like to extend my heartfelt apologies to Will Ferrell and his entire family for the blasphemy that occurred today in the shop. And I hope you're happy with yourself, Mike.
I'm very happy with myself.
Overton's better than Joey Tribbiani.
For the culture. Migos.
We'll be back next week. Hopefully Mike has a segment or two that he's prepared ahead of time.
Yo, I was prepared, man. I knew that's who I had in my mind. I knew it was the goofy dude with the hat.
Thank God for my black friend Al for saving the day. We'll be back next time. Black and White with Shug Myke, no
Yeah,
DJ.
they ain't got no mojo. They ain't got no flow. 100. None of that. Stay committed. Always.